I just feel like I'm gonna take y'all along with me until mm, I hate how my ears be like drying out so bad inside. So bad. It's so annoying. But I'm gonna take y'all along with me until somebody calls my phone and breaks up my daggone connection because I know eventually it's gonna happen. But let's be honest about some things on this live. I want to talk to y'all, my future people watching, because y'all don't join the lives like I would want y'all to for me to get feedback from and all of that. But, this is my open space of, comfort and being able to vent and stuff like that. So I just be talking anyway. I'm like, whatever. Y'all ain't got the, I can't see I can't see y'all individually who looks in or whatever, but I do like see when, sometimes they say peak concurrent or whatever, shows that somebody watching pop in, pop out. But if y'all want to come back and watch it and feel like y'all not being watched while y'all watching, that's fine. It'll be there. But I want to be transparent about a couple things because, for one, I want to talk about family relations. I also want to talk about what I deal with being a mom. I'm gonna use single mom. I'm just gonna say use single mom on the strength of me not being with neither one of my kids' dad. So that's why I'm gonna, say that or whatever, because it just like, make it cut and dry a little bit better, than be able to understand the situation a little bit better. But yeah, like, as far as co-parenting. So I want to talk about co-parenting. I want to talk about family relations or whatever. And I'm getting ready to stop by and try to see my mom. So let's hope for the best in that situation because I have talked to y'all in the past about our relationship and even relationship with other family members and just like spoke about family relations in general, and like what to accept and what I will accept and what I won't accept or whatever the case may be. So yeah, let's pop up on her and see see if she there or whatever. I hope she there today because I really do miss my mom. I want to see her today, but I guess gotta be sporadic with the times when I do pop in to see her because all the time I don't be mentally prepared to deal with the stuff that I have to deal with her. So you know, or my brother. So, but I'm in one of those moods right now where I want to lay eyes on my mother. I want to see her. I want to lay eyes on my brother. So let's stop by there and see if I get to see them today. But when it comes down to co-parenting, so we'll talk about that whenever we get there. Whatever we gonna see what happens with that. On another note, co-parenting. Let's just talk about that and like I just want to break it down for y'all a little bit. So for those who don't really understand the dynamic of my kids and my co-parenting situations. I got two kids, two baby daddies, and things are like have been very very difficult when it comes down to co-parenting in the past. Now things seem to be like lightening a little bit, but not so much because I gotta go to court next night. So, because one of the baby daddies want to tussle a little bit. But so it just be and I almost forgot about that when I just said things are calming down. Like, that's why I just be like in like real time conversations and everything because I get to actually talk about what's going on at the moment instead of like, cutting and editing clips or whatever. So I'm gonna make sure I try to come live a little bit more often and talk to y'all about what's going on because I like, open transparency. I like to talk about what's going on in my life and stuff like that. But the one baby daddy, like I said, he want to go to court. He want to take me to court and, try to fight for, I guess, visitation or custody or I don't know. I don't even know what's going on with that or whatever. But something had just told me, like, based off of our last discussions or whatever, and how things went left with the whole encounter with him visiting with my daughter. Like, go check on your the state website or whatever and see if he filed anything or whatever. And in fact he filed. I told him that he wasn't gonna be able to see my baby until he took me to court, and in fact he did. So I mean, I'm glad that he finally did things the way that I would handle shit, because I'm not allowing nobody to dictate, what I do as far as my kids, when I get to visit my kids or whatever the case may be. But that's because I have my kids. You know what I'm saying? So you not really take nothing from me, because I earned that right to be a part of my kids' lives. Hold on, y'all. Let me. Yeah, I hope y'all can hear me. I really do. On another note, ooh, I see a head in my daggone nose. It's just poking out right there. There ain't no boogie, y'all. It's just it's just a head. So calm down, everybody. Calm down. But on another note, you're not gonna make me feel uncomfortable. So let's talk about him for a second before I even go knock on my mother's door. You're not gonna make me uncomfortable as a mom, somebody who has raised her child. I'm not even gonna say by myself, because I was in a relationship when my child turned, I think, 8 months. I was in a different relationship, and he basically raised my child up until, you know, I'm gonna say like 2 years ago or whatever, because that's really when that nigga started falling off. But um you didn't raise her, so, and you've never really been even home. You've been in jail, so how can you come home and try to dictate how I discipline my kid, who I allow to discipline my kid, what my kid does? Like, if I'm sending my child to your house with her phone, and you're not allowing her to answer her phone because you want to control um what she says to me or whatever, that's a problem. If you're not willing to give me the address where you live, and you're visiting my child, you have my child coming to your house, like, that's a problem for me. No, if I have to be open with you, and I had to let you know my address as far as the court proceedings are concerned, and I have to let you know my phone number anytime I change my phone number, and this is in court documentation, then you need to let me know where the fuck you're taking my child, okay? Because that's my responsibility. I'm responsible for that. I'm responsible. Hold on, let me put my phone. I gotta get me another daggone call tripod, but I'm responsible for my child. You know what I'm saying? So if she don't make it home to me at the end of the day because she's with you, then whose problem is that? Who is going to be the one that's at fault? It's going to be me. It's going to be mom. Everybody's going to look at mom and say, "Well, why would you allow your child to go somewhere that you didn't even know the address to? Like, how do you allow your child to go somewhere and you don't even know where they at? Like, who? You know what I'm saying? Me being a responsible mom, and the person who can, and I feel like, I'm sorry, at the end of the day, I feel like I love my child more than the other parent. I'm sorry. I'm one of the moms that feel like, and you can agree or you can disagree, I'm one of the moms that feel like if a baby was in your body and you connected with this baby on a different level. Now, everybody don't connect with their kid the same. You know what I'm saying? But if you have, if this baby is surviving off of your body, off of your mental state, off of your physical state, because whatever happens in your body affects the child while you're carrying that child. It's no way that you can tell me that you love this baby more than I do. I know I love this baby more. So I'm gonna do whatever I have to do in life, period, to make sure that this child has everything that they need, and to make sure that this child is taken care of 100%. So you're not going to go to jail half of this child's life and then think you're going to come home and dictate some shit that goes on in my house or with my child, because at the end of the day, this is my child, period. I'm going to say this is my child. So yeah, I got the one baby daddy taking me to court, and that's fine, because I feel like you do need to be a part of your child life or whatever. And I don't want to solely just take her completely away from you, because she does love you. She does want to spend time with you. She does want to see you and everything. But you have to have things in place to make sure that these transactions are going smoothly, because you're not going to interrupt my life. You're not going to try to come through every once or twice a year and then raise hell and be problematic whenever there's an exchange, there's a switch off. And anytime my mom is not willing to be the middleman, your parents is not willing to be your dad is not willing to be the middleman or can't be the middleman, and your mom has passed away, God rest her soul. But even before she passed away, it got to the point where she was no longer willing to be the middleman to make an exchange of your child because of the problems that you were causing her. That's a problem for you. That's you are the problem, not me. Not me. So, because the fact that I speak up for myself or whatever, because I'm not one of them bitches that's just going to let you, say whatever you want to say or do whatever you want to do and try to dictate me and what I do as far as raising my child. Create even more problems for it. Like, and that's a whole nother thing. Oh my God, because I see it all the time. These women on social media platforms that will sit there and dog out the last mother, okay, because she's now in a relationship with the guy. So, okay, so say I'm getting with a new guy or whatever. I'm not going to sit there and get in a relationship with you and be happy with you and content with you and want to grow with you and all of that, knowing that you have other kids outside of a kid that I may have with you, or like, before we even get to the point of me having a kid, like, I'm going to know how your relationship is with your other kids. You know what I'm saying? And if there's no relationship, there's a fucking problem. Like, we need to get down to the nitty gritty. Even if, you know, you say, oh, well, I can't communicate with my baby mama because she creates too many problems or whatever the case may be. Okay, well, let me communicate with her. I'll be the judge of that. Now, if she's completely making it impossible for you to be a part of your kid's life, then that's completely different than you having the ability to be a part of your kid's life and not doing that. I hate women that get with a man, not even giving a fuck about the fact that he was never a man he was never a dad to his kid, never took care of his kid. It's no way. It's no way that I'm gonna lay out with a nigga knowing that he got a kid that he do not fucking take care of, that he do not see. Like, what the fuck is wrong with you females? What the fuck is wrong with you females? Y'all take these and then you end up getting pregnant. You pop out his baby and then he do the same fucking thing to your dumb ass. Now he left you high and dry with this baby and not even saying your baby. And you're mad at the next fucking woman. Like, repetitive cycles. I cannot believe that I literally planned a baby with a man, his first child, my first child, planned this baby together, had this baby. And then when things went left with us and I moved the fuck on, he has had the ability to have four, I think it's five. It's either four or five more kids. With each one of those kids having a different mom. Are you bitches dumb? Like, what? Are y'all really that desperate to have a man? Are y'all that desperate to have a man? Because the shit is really sad. I be looking at my my daughter's siblings' moms, like, I cannot believe that y'all really laid up and had kids with this man after seeing that he did not have a relationship with his daughter, after seeing that I was not the problem. Like, you know what I'm saying? I can't. So we gonna see how this court date go or whatever. Whatever happens at this court date. But I just can't, like, at this point. I said what I said and I meant what I said. So I mean, nobody likes going to fuck the court. But I know that it's something that I have to do. Excuse me, in order to have some type of some type of what's the word I'm looking for? Stability, as far as him seeing my child, getting my child or whatever, that does not involve my mental status or my physical status, because you're not going to threaten me. You're not going to be, bringing somebody with you every time you do a pick up and drop off, and it's just little old me by myself because you feel like you need protection as a grown ass man. You need to have somebody by your side in case I pop off. or whatever you feel like I may do. You feel threatened by me because I have a voice and I speak out on the shit that you do or the shit that you say. And it don't never matter to me who you have with you, because if I have something to say, if you approach me in the wrong way, then it's going to be a problem. I'm going to defend myself. Period. So it's like I don't even like that whole pulling up with somebody else, because if you picking up and dropping your daughter off to the other parent that you don't even co-parent with, like, why do you always have to have somebody with you? Like, is this person helping you raise this kid? Fuck no. Because my kids still don't get no help from you. My kids still don't get shit from you. You know what I'm saying? So what you bringing somebody for every time you do a pickup drop off or whatever? And that's what make me feel like it's like an intimidation tactic. Like, you feel like because somebody is with you, I'm not going to defend myself. Or you always, coming, in your mind you have planned that you have a problem with me, and because of the fact that you don't like me, you already pull up, and in your mind is you want some rah shit, and you gonna say whatever you feel or whatever, and feel like I'm gonna be defensive, which I am, which I always am. I'm always gonna be defensive because first of all, like I said, you can't say nothing to me. You can't say nothing to me. You know, like, I'm one of the mothers that, like, I know I'm the shit when it comes down to parenting. I know I am. I know that I do the best I can, and I do a damn good job as a mother. You know what I'm saying? So you can't, if you not around, you don't have no voice. I'm sorry. But on another note, I'm sitting outside this daggone woman house. I need to get up and get out, and I need to get up and get out and go knock on her door and see if she in there. Darian, hi Jamal. Yes, like, what are you fucking crazy? I'm just like, I'm really, let me start my call because I'm just sitting here burning gas at this point. I really, I doubt, I highly doubt if my mother in the house, but I really hope she is in the house. I just hope, like, if I don't know. Sometimes I really be just like feeling bad because I don't go around her as much as I know that I should go around her or whatever. And at the end of the day, it's just always to protect my mental health. And like, I just feel like regardless of what you're dealing with in life, what you're going through in life, you have to make sure, especially when you're a mom. Man, 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 I can't voice that shit enough. I just wish I could just reach out to all of my homegirls and just touch them in a different way to let them know that your mental state is always a top priority, should always be a top priority. And you cannot allow people to dictate that for you, you know. Um, but yeah, I just do not be like mentally prepared most of the time. I just be feeling like I be having so much going on. Well, my life is kind of calming down a little bit now that I'm a stay at home mom again. But I just be feeling like I have so much going on that I just don't be wanting to give my you know, extend my whatever I have left mentally to get through the day to put towards somebody else and whatever they may have going on, because I'm one of them type of people that if I don't feel like I'm in a mental space to deal with nobody else shit, I'm not answering the phone. When my phone rings, I'm not answering it. And that's something that I had to learn like throughout life, because when I was younger, I used to answer the phone every fucking time it rang. And most of the time, y'all, it was negative phone calls. It was this person eating this person eating that. I'm getting pulled this way, I'm getting pulled that way, I'm getting fat bullshit from this person about that person. That was some young shit, okay? I'm 35 years old. I don't want to hear that shit. Like, I don't want to always pick up my phone to no negative, nasty shit. I don't want to hear it. Like, you know what I'm saying? Call people phones for positive. This is a keynote to y'all out there that's just always calling somebody only when y'all got something negative shit to talk about or some tea. Don't nobody always want to hear no tea. Like, call somebody and talk about your dreams and your hopes and what you plan on doing in your future. Okay? Talk about, positive shit, what you doing for your day. You giving yourself a self-care day. Where you want to go on vacation. What I'm saying? What's on your bucket list to hit? Like, what's your aspirations if you want to go back to school, whatever the case may be. Don't call nobody with no bullshit. Don't call nobody with your problems. Don't nobody want to hear your problems, okay? Not when you got problems every fucking phone call. It's annoying. Especially after COVID, man, the mental status of people since COVID is so trash. Oh my God. But during COVID is when I learned myself the most. When COVID spiked and I was forced to stay in the house with my kids and be alone, that's when I really, really just started to look at the outside world like, man, this shit is trash. Like, this shit is trash. I don't even want to go outside. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't even want to pick up the phone because it's just trash. Like, I just feel like what's going on inside of this house is all I need to focus on. And every time I pick up the phone, it's some bullshit that somebody else got going on, some fucking drama somebody else got going on, some ranting and raving, gossiping, all this shit that ain't going to do nothing beneficial for nobody. And so I just don't even want to answer my phone. So now I'm so used to not answering my phone that most of the time, like, I can go all day long with my ringer being off. And then, like, I'll remember at like maybe like 4 o'clock in the afternoon, oh shit, I missed 2 phone calls because my ringer not on, or I got all these text messages and didn't know because my ringer not on, and just be like, I respond to whatever I'm going to respond to, still forget to turn my shit back on, and then here it is 9 o'clock at night, and I'm still saying that I never turned my ringer back on. But I be so happy, like, yo, I'm so fucking happy with life right now. I'm so happy with life. And I wasn't happy with life coming into 2024 because, like I said, I was depressed after losing my job. I really was. I was depressed. And I was only depressed because of, like, the circumstances around it. Like, I basically was let go without cause, basically. But, Maryland is what's it called? At will state, or whatever the case may be. So Maryland is an at will state, so um yeah, they can let you go without, any type of cause or whatever. But yeah, now I'm good. I'm good, baby. Like, I don't even want to go to work for nobody else. Like, I'm tired of working for people. After working for yourself for 7 years, like, and then stepping back into the world and then getting basically dirty on. I feel like I went out into the world and dirt was thrown on me. That's exactly how I feel after that, after dealing with that. And so now I'm just like, no, I'm just gonna continue to do what I gotta do as a mom. You know what I'm saying? My bills is paid. My bills is always gonna be paid. So that's not something that I have to worry about, you know. But yes, it does feel nice to be able to, stack money or whatever, and have a certain time frame when money come in or whatever. You get paid a regular paycheck and stuff like that. So you can, if I want to take these next 3 checks and just put it towards my vacation and such, I could do that or whatever. But, you know, I can't do that right now without actually getting out in the world and working a job. So I just won't do it. But, like, oh well, I won't have that money. I gotta save a different way. And that's perfectly fine too. Cut back on certain shit. Oh, trust and believe, I'm one of the ones that know how to get it done. If I wanna go somewhere, I'm gonna go there. If I wanna get something done, I'm gonna get it done. I'm never if I wanted anything that I wanted out of life, I went and got that shit. The only thing that I have not gotten out of life that I want to get is my degree. And I'm still working towards that. But right now, I just don't even feel like dealing with that shit. I don't want to be tied down right now. I don't want to have a deadline for nothing. After going to work, after punching the clock, after not punching the clock for 7 years, I don't want to have a deadline for nothing. Like, I'm sorry, don't put me on no time frame for shit. I don't want to have to clock in, clock out, none of that. No, I don't want to have to turn no payment in by no certain time. None of that. I'm giving myself a break. Okay, so I can work on me and continuing to do what I need to do as far as making sure I'm happy. And that's on period. But let's go knock on this door because I just been sitting here ranting and raving for too long. She probably not gonna be home, and I don't even have her current number. But we gonna see if she do answer. I'm just automatically getting off the phone because y'all don't need to be all in my business like that. But let's see. I'm just gonna stay on here so we can see if she do answer or not. But I'll update y'all later based off of if she do and how everything went. Okay, Ma, it's me. Open the door. All right, y'all.